Hello everyone, and thank you for being part of the Arsenal chapter, and please subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on whatever I've got to bring to you, as long as it's sports and as long as it is Arsenal related, right about here at the Arsenal chapter with me, your very host, KALS, as I'm definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest straight as it comes in. And we're going to be talking about mainly we're talking about two Arsenal targets, and one of them being Rafinha, and yet the other being Mohamed Kudus. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Talking about Rafinha and Mohamed Kudus to the club Arsenal. Anyway, let's get the party rolling. My name is KALS. You will be remembered that the club Arsenal has already played a very wonderful game between the MLS All-Stars, that's the Major League Soccer All-Stars, and a game that ended 5-0 in favor of the club Arsenal, and that was a warning to Premier League clubs. And right about now, an interesting game is going to be on the way, and that will be Arsenal playing Manchester United, and that is on Sunday the 22nd. And it's just a few days away from now. That will be a big test for both clubs, and we will definitely be separating boys from men. Let's see who will definitely win this game. And my prediction, I'll definitely leave it to you. Please go into the comment section and make sure that you put in your predictions. And where are you watching from? Which part of the country are you watching from? And what are your names? You can definitely go into the comment section and let us know where you're watching from. Are you from Brazil? Are you from America? Are you from United Kingdom? Are you from Nigeria? Are you from Algeria? Are you from Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, South Africa? Is it the Middle East? Anywhere in the world, thank you for tuning in. And my name is KALS, and let us know where your name is and where you are watching from. So we're talking about two wonderful football players, and one of them being Rafinha and the other one being Mohamed Kudus. You'll be remembered that let's start with Mohamed Kudus. Rafinha. Let's start with Rafinha. I will remember that Rafinha was a big Arsenal link it was in the summer transfer window. When did he join Barcelona? So when he joined Barcelona, at that moment in time, he was heavily linked to the club Arsenal, but he chose to move to the club Barcelona. And at this moment in time, his exit is around the door. And by the look of things, Mikel Arteta could be going for Rafinha, as a few people really have talked about Rafinha and his potential move to the club Arsenal. Let's really hope all goes on quite well and Rafinha really moves to the club Arsenal. But at this moment in time, the club Arsenal has not done quite a lot to make sure that they can get Rafinha. But Rafinha is a very wonderful one, very good football player, and he's not got what he really wanted at Barcelona. He's for some reason he's not had the best of times at Barcelona, and I think that is one of the biggest reasons as to why he's looking for a move away from Barcelona, which is meant to be a good club, Barcelona, but the fact that the Brazilian superstar is looking for a move away, that shows you that things have not been moving quite well for the football player. We'll remember that Rafinha is a very good football player. He's Brazilian born, and he plays as a winger for La Liga club Barcelona and also the Brazil national team. So let's wait and see how definitely this will end with the club Arsenal being linked to Rafinha again. 360 Rafinha one more time. But the fact that Arsenal has already assigned a few football players, the question is Arsenal in a position of signing Rafinha? I will remember that Arsenal has already signed Kai Havertz, and Kai Havertz was the first to come to Arsenal at £65 million. Then the second one who came to Arsenal was Jurgen Timber to something more than £35 million, and the last one being a £105 million target, and that was the football player. Declan Rice, and a total was 208, and that's what the club Arsenal has already spent in this transfer window. And it is anticipated that Arsenal can still spend up to £150 million. But the question is, if Arsenal is gonna spend around £150 million, who should really be spent this money on? Should Arsenal spend this money on Rafinha? Because anyway, let's really hope Rafinha can come to Arsenal and really perform. But I would like to think that Rafinha really is a sort of football player that would quite fit in at Arsenal very well. Absolutely. I think Barcelona was too much for him. I know that it is way too big than Arsenal, but the mode of play really, I don't think it didn't go on quite well. He didn't fit in very well. That's why he's looking for a move away. But let's hope the club Arsenal will definitely go on and sign the football player. And once an official bid is in, I'll be the first person to bring it to you to tell you what is definitely going on. And at this moment in time, still, I can confirm to you that the club Arsenal is eyeing Mohamed Kudus. Mohamed Kudus is an ex-Amsterdam winger and also has been playing quite well for ex-Amsterdam. Has been linked to the club Arsenal. It's been 2 days in this transfer, and Mohamed Kudus now is really very much into a move to the club Arsenal to leave Ajax-Amsterdam, and the fact that he's going to be getting much more money than what he is on, big and massive money. That definitely is a big incentive. And the fact that Arsenal has already done business with Ajax-Amsterdam by getting Urian Timber, it should not be a complicated move for the football club. And right about now, we already know that some football players are going to be leaving the club, with Thomas Partey linked to an exit of the club, could probably be heading to Juventus anytime from now. And Saudi Pro League clubs have also been part of this negotiation with the Saudi Arabian clubs really are going into negotiations with the club Arsenal to see if they can release the football player. But it's not only about Arsenal, it also goes to the football player. So let's wait and see how all this will definitely transpire. But hopefully things will go on quite well for the club Arsenal, and Arsenal will get the football player Mohamed Kudus also. Arsenal get Mohamed Kudus, and also will exchange possibly the money that they will get from Thomas Partey. That money can go to getting Mohamed Kudus. So if Arsenal get Mohamed Kudus, really, that would be a good job. And the fact that Arsenal is looking at selling Thomas Partey and other more football players. Cedric Soares has not been on the international tour. He could also be heading for an exit of the club. Let's wait and see what will definitely be rolling on. Otherwise, I think it's going to be a brilliant one. It's going to be a good move for the club Arsenal if they get the football player, as this deal really involves two people, Mohamed Kudus, and it is anticipated that most likely if the football player Thomas Partey leaves the club Arsenal, definitely Mohamed Kudus will be secured. Because Arsenal is looking at using that amount of money that they get from Thomas Partey to get Mohamed Kudus. And it will be remembered that Thomas Partey is being valued at around £50 million, and that could really get the football player Mohamed Kudus. But the price of Mohamed Kudus could definitely keep rising every other day because he is a hot target. As Manchester United is also interested in Mohamed Kudus. And he will be remembered that Manchester United's manager Erik ten Hag worked with Mohamed Kudus at Ajax-Amsterdam, so it could be easy for him. So if the club Arsenal really need to get the football player, they need to act fast, very fast, and extremely fast. Let us know what you definitely think about the football players. Let us know where you're watching from, which parts of the country, which parts of the world you're watching from, and please make your point, subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss Misa on whatever I've got to bring to you as long as this sports and as long as it is Arsenal related, right about here at the Arsenal chapter with me, your very host, Abu KALS, as I'm definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest trade as it comes in. It will be remembered that a lot really is going on. The fact that 3 football players are already at the club. We're looking at getting more football players. And majorly in this podcast, I've been talking about 2 wonderful football players, and that's Rafinha and Mohamed Kudus. Otherwise, thank you for being part, and please subscribe and ring that notification bell. Thank you, and goodbye for now.